Star Trek's prophets are powerful, but I think there's an even stronger species out there. The prophets of Star Trek. Deep Space Nine stand among the most enigmatic and powerful beings ever introduced in the Star Trek universe. Nonlinear, omniscient, and godlike to the Bajorans, these wormhole-dwelling entities defy conventional physics, existing outside of time and shaping destiny itself. They've altered the course of wars, resurrected the dead, and manipulated entire civilizations, feats that would make even Q raise an eyebrow. But as incomprehensibly powerful as they are, I believe there's another species that quietly surpasses them, not in raw might, but in influence, intent, and philosophical scope. The Organians. That's right, those glowing energy beings from Star Trek. The original series might just be the most underappreciated powerhouse in Star Trek lore. Their single appearance in the 1967 episode Errand of Mercy left an imprint so large that even decades later, their shadow lingers. And if you think about what they actually did, and what it implies about their control over the galaxy, it's hard not to conclude that the Organians might stand above the prophets in the hierarchy of cosmic influence. The prophets, masters of time and fate. The prophets, dwelling in the Byron wormhole, operate outside the linear flow of time. They perceive all moments simultaneously. Past, present, and future are one to them. When Benjamin Sisko first encounters them in Emissary, his attempts to explain linear existence become almost comical to them. Yet this interaction highlights their greatest power, omnitemporal perception. It's not just that they can see all of time, they can edit it. The prophets have demonstrated the ability to manipulate timelines and alter outcomes. They saved Sisko's life multiple times, interfered in the Dominion War by destroying an entire fleet of enemy ships, and even resurrected Sisko after his physical death. In many ways, they're Star Trek's answer to divine beings, not deities in the religious sense, but entities so advanced that their actions appear miraculous. To the Bajorans, they are literal gods, guiding their civilization for millennia. To Starfleet, they're a natural but poorly understood phenomenon. Either way, their grasp of causality and destiny makes them nearly unbeatable. Yet for all their power, they're confined to one domain, the Celestial Temple, and bound by a sense of purpose rooted in protecting Bajor and maintaining the wormhole sanctity. Their power is localized, even spiritualized. And that's where the Organians differ. The Organians, pacifists with godlike control. When Kirk and Spock first meet the Organians, they appear as a simple pre-industrial people, mild, compliant, and seemingly oblivious to the impending Klingon invasion. Kirk is frustrated by their refusal to resist or evacuate. But when the fighting begins, the truth comes out. The Organians aren't primitive at all. They're energy beings who long ago transcended physical existence. In one moment, they disable every weapon across two warring fleets and forcibly end the conflict. Phasers, disruptors, starships, all rendered useless with a thought. Think about that for a second. The prophets manipulate probability and time. The Organians manipulate reality. Their influence spans multiple light years instantly. They don't just interfere with one timeline or one species. They can alter the behavior of entire galactic powers simultaneously. They aren't bound to a wormhole, nor limited to guiding one civilization's faith. They act directly upon the physical universe and enforce peace through sheer willpower. What's more fascinating is their moral authority. Unlike the prophets, who view existence through a detached, almost alien lens, the Organians operate from a sense of ethics. They abhor violence to such a degree that they impose peace not for control, but for harmony. This philosophical stance makes them uniquely Star Trek, omnipotent beings who choose non-interference until it's absolutely necessary. It's a reflection of Roddenberry's ultimate ideal, power guided by morality, comparing their reach and responsibility. When we line them up side by side, the difference in their philosophies becomes as telling as their abilities. The prophets engage in selective, often mysterious interventions. Their concern is deeply personal, focused on Sisko, Bajor, and their own temple. Even their miracles carry ambiguity. Their destruction of the Dominion fleet in Sacrifice of Angels was breathtaking, but it also erased countless lives without question. They're gods, yes, but distant ones. The Organians, meanwhile, view themselves as stewards of peace for the entire galaxy. Their intervention in Errand of Mercy didn't just prevent a single battle. It established the Organian Peace Treaty, which stabilized Federation-Klingon relations for decades. In a sense, their act of interference reshaped interstellar politics more profoundly than any prophet intervention ever did. They didn't just